Turn to Strands by Martin Dempsey. Chapter 12. Baron Mallinckrodt's narrative of his marvellous travels and his mastery of equines. Naturally, like all noblemen, the ability to lead a steed in delicate and intricate manoeuvres is an inherent trait in me that practice has merely honed. Indeed, I dare wager that any of my line would have been able to master almost any steed, going back to the days when we were all but maladaptive mutations caused by a fragment of a shapeless congregation of plotomastic bubbles which fell into the unbegotten source and were coated in sapience in the matter of a chunk of grits might become a pearl. Thus, the first time it became necessary for me to improvise in order to escape a foul rabble, armed with torches and proverbial pitchforks, motivated by the ingrate Bonaparte to storm the modest dwellings of their betters. However, I do not bemoan my lot, nor did I waste a moment lamenting my decision to visit Paris upon hearing of their progress in raising the art of revelry to the heights of Caligula's glory days, for I was not disappointed in the nights leading up to the riots, which broke out by the looters and vermin intoxicated with idiocy and fanaticism. To cut to the chase, I found myself upon a roof of the home of the lady acquaintance of my mind of the house Delacour, who was in equal measure distraught at the ignition of their townhouse, and her belief in this chain of events would lead to her husband learning of our enthusiastically athletic encounters. Despite my misgivings for the waste of such a willing accomplice in the carnal arts, especially one so much younger than I and her aged husband, it was necessary to make a strategic sacrifice of her life. This was obviously for the greater good, as it demonstrated to the rabble that the natural order placed the Mallinckrodts at the top of the social hierarchy for a reason. So it was that I seized her, and I used my ruby sanguine to draw the pallid sign, and I did quote from the second act of the ethereal play to draw down one of the sky horses, of which their aquatic equivalent are alike only in general shape, aptitude in the native elements, and a strange texture. I do confess, I let out quite a whoop of joy as I took to the night sky upon my memorable winged steed, and from my new vantage point I see quite the appeal in the little fire-led urban renovation, and I spent a little while myself flitting from roof to roof with a flaming torch. Some might say that this was quite a self-indulgent act. I consider it an opening salvo against the Bonaparte, whose forces I would soon be handsomely paid to battle.